Alright, another battle against Cman. Starts off with a Licky Licky, and I'm expecting a fire move, but fortunately for me, he goes with Fire Punch over Flamethrower or Fire Blast. So, still does over 50%, so I'm not confident I can stay in and set up my second layer of Toxic Spikes, but this team is pretty heavily geared toward Toxic Spikes, got a bunch of walls, and so I hate to just leave one layer up, but I don't want to waste Grenade Man when I think I could probably get him in and do some other stuff later. So I go over to Shade Man now to take the Fire Punch, and now I'm kind of expecting an explosion, because Licky Licky's got the best explosion in the game. I mean, it's stab, so go over to Tengu Man to resist that. However, he withdraws and goes over to some nice Kryptonite, and fortunately, there's no Superman on my team, despite all the other Robot Masters. So I figure this is a good chance to go back over to Grenade Man and finish setting up my Toxic Spikes and make them actually do Toxic Poison. Normal Poison's not that bad on Spiritomb, as he doesn't have Recover or any other reliable recovery move, just Pain Split, so even Poison will wear him down eventually. But not that concerned with that burn on Grenade Man, as this one is does not have physical attack. It's got one attack move that's kind of for clutch performance, but he goes for the Dark Pulse and does a fair chunk. Does enough that I don't really want to stay in. I could set up a Stealth Rock, but I'll just save Grenade Man for later and go ahead and go out to Beat now, who will hopefully be able to Paraflinch him, or just can't paralyze, just flinch him down with Air Slash while the poison slowly kills him. So I come in, and when I saw Beat's HP dropping that much, I started to get worried. But fortunately that was a crit, and as he started doing Dark Pulse, I was pretty sure that he wouldn't pack Sucker Punch or any kind of physical move like that. Although I guess he could. He can mix. There's no reason not to use a speed down nature there. But anyway, missed the Air Slash, and he Pain Splitted me for 2 damage, which was beastly. But so that miss actually worked out in my favor there. Think about it for a while, but I'll go for it again and miss it again. And he's going to hit me with the Will-O-Wisp. Again, not that big a deal as it doesn't drop special attack. And I've also have Medi, who's got Aromatherapy to cure that off whenever I get a chance anyway. So we'll see what I want to do now. Go ahead and go for the other Air Slash. And get the flinch this time, and it hits. So that's nice. Get a little damage from Burn. Leftovers hurts, but normal Poison hurts more than Leftovers heals. So that looks like it's probably in range for an Air Slash KO. And fortunately it is. And looks like I probably denied him a nice Pain Split there. That would have been bad if I had left it alive and it would have Pain Split. In comes Ragnarok, which I think he said was an intentional misspelling. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I don't want to stay in here, especially not in half health, and take a rock move. So I'll go out to Shade Man, and I don't know if he predicts that or just goes for another super effective type move. But get it on an Avalanche, which does about 75%, which pretty much worries me. But I'm pretty sure that Avalanche, and I'm pretty sure Avalanche does not work like Payback, where Payback doubles as long as you go second period, if the opponent switches or whatever. Avalanche and Revenge, I'm pretty sure only double if you actually get hit. So regardless, I know I can Roost up. And since that only did about 75% when it was 4x effective, with Roost I negate my Flying type, and that's going to do under 50% on a turn that I Roost. Since I'm faster, I'm eventually going to be able to just keep roosting until Poison wears him down. And he went for a Mega Horn there, I'm not sure why, but regardless, that gave me a full HP Gliscor, and I could have went ahead and roosted. I didn't want to hit him because I knew then Avalanche would completely stroke me. So I went up to Tengu Man here to set up some spikes and just not waste the time that I could have wasted while roosting. So take a Stone Edge and take it fairly nicely. I mean, Rhyperior is kind of a beast, but lived that fairly well. This Tengu Man has max defense and almost max HP, but I was pretty satisfied with that. So I'll see what he wants to do here. I'm down low enough that I want to roost. I'm a little afraid of an Earthquake, but if I lived the Stone Edge that well, I was hoping the Earthquake I would also be able to survive. So he brings in a Death Nessie here, and I have no clue what this thing wants to do aside from the obvious Thunderbolt. However, I think I'll just go ahead and stay in and see if I can live it. I have a bad habit of staying in with Skarmory trying to live Thunderbolts. But anyway, he goes for a Blizzard instead as I set up some spikes. Knocks me down to almost 50%. However, I'm pretty much content to just roost up as I wait for Blizzard to miss, as it's only got 70 accuracy. However, he's going to go for a Perish Song now, which is interesting, as at the time I was thinking, this thing doesn't have Mean Look, what's it going to do with Perish Song? So I'll withdraw out to Medi now to take Blizzard or whatever else he wants to do. However, he goes out to Ragnarok, to Death Fodder, and I'm not really sure why, because now he's just going to bring the Death Nest right back in, so that just seems to be a waste of Death Fodder. I mean, I assume he knew when he withdrew it that it was Death Fodder because of spikes, but he went for the Whirlpool as I Aromatherapy and got the burn off of my guys, and so now I see what he's going to do with the Whirlpool. He's going to trap me with Whirlpool and then Perish Song, which is a pretty neat combo, and I expect no less out of Cman. But unfortunately it didn't work out for him, as Toxic Spikes finally got to Lapras, and Medi had its number anyway with a Thunderbolt. So I dodged that bullet right there. That wouldn't have been good. So now Licky Licky comes in, and I'm not really sure why he didn't send in Licky Licky to begin with after he Death Foddered out Ragnarok, but oh well. So expecting the explosion, so I'll go with the Tengu Man, and he goes for the Body Slam. Fortunately, doesn't get the paralysis, and we'll see what I want to do here. I think I've got enough layers of spikes set up, and I just kind of want this thing to die. So I'm going to go for the Drill Peg to get some extra damage on there. And he goes for a Fire Punch, which does not even 25%, so looks like Flamethrower or Fire Blast even. Probably just Flamethrower would probably be the better option there, as Licky Licky's special attack is, I believe, only 5 points lower than its attack. Maybe Adamant Nature or something, but still would probably be the better move. I don't know. It's Cman. Who am I to question him? Anyway, looks like he's down low enough from the poison that he's going to go for the explosion, so I had better go ahead and roost up, because this explosion, I know, is going to be beastly, because it's stab. Yeah, you've got Choice Band explosions from Metagross and stuff, but I mean, this thing's stab. I don't know what kind of held item he's got. Or didn't even look to see if he had lefties. But regardless, that was a beastly explosion. This is a pretty much max defense Scarm, and it still did 75%, so that hurt a lot. And anyway, Alakazam comes in, and 50% health. I don't want to take whatever it's going to throw at me. So Grenade Man's pretty much served his purpose now. So I'm pretty much content to Death Fodder him, and then I can bring in the only sweeper I brought on this team, which would be Tomahawk Man. First Focus Blast missed, but big deal, as the Alakazam's going to be faster and finish me off with the second Focus Blast. So I'll go out to Tomahawk Man now to hit him with the obvious Night Slash and see what he wants to do about it. He's going to withdraw out to his last guy, which is a Heracross. Gets poisoned, gets a Guts boost. I don't know if he had what kind of held item he had on there anyway. But anyway, picked up a Guts boost. I was afraid of it being Scarfed, but even if it was, I have a Focus Sash, so it wouldn't have really mattered that much unless this Ice Punch didn't KO. And fortunately it did, so I was pretty safe there. And Alakazam comes back out, Night Slash to finish it off, and that'll be the game. So that was a ton of fun. I can't believe the Toxic Spikes actually worked. And we'll definitely look forward to the next one. So, later days. Whoop, and what's this? Ralts was so happy he decided to do a little dance about the 5-0.